Barnes and Leslie, but today it's Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. You're on the Morning X. Jimmy been hanging out all morning. If you missed any of it, you can go to the podcast.
Leslie, I called Barnes
We don't need to,
over the weekend. You're going to love this.
This is not new news.
I call Barnes, and he answers the phone. Hello? Like he's whispering. And I said, hello, are you okay? He said, yeah. I said, where are you? He said, I'm with Crash. We're getting our feet massaged.
What? You finally did it.
We finally did it. I wish he was
in
in here right now. He's been doing his Lovin' Alive stuff.
Which would normally be something that you fake. You know, like, oh, I'm in a movie or whatever. I'm with Crash getting our feet massaged. Like, oh, I don't want to bother you ladies.
But first of all,
my.
And he was moaning in the background, which made it even more awkward because his guy was really hardcore.
Oh, he was moaning?
He had a guy?
We both had guys.
Okay.
Can we isolate that?
All right.
They're both better.
We both had guys.
The Queen would come here and do it for free.
Well, it's
Right.
more firm.
Uh-huh.
So moving on. What else is going on in your life, sir?
Barnes, Micah Barron, you know where he is right now as we speak?
The way you say that, no, I don't know.
He is touring UT.
Okay, I was going to guess that.
Yeah, were you?
Yeah, because you've mentioned that one of his schools. Well, he's a smart man.
College time already for Micah?
Mm-hmm. He is touring Texas. That's right. Austin.
We get to number one, and all of a sudden the Barons start showing up. I like that.
If he decides to go to UT, Barnes will be his personal tour guide of Austin.
I'll take him on we'll get a private jet. We'll go down to games.
There you go. First of all, I don't think it's a matter of if he decides to go to UT. I think it's if UT decides he will go there.
Well, if they took me, they'll take anybody.
Well, it's a very hard school to get in right now for out of state. Very hard. I think he's probably on the bubble at best.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And Jimmy says all this with his Georgia sweatshirt on, which is strong game, JB.
Very strong game. It was a great college football weekend. I mean, probably more people were watching the Alabama game than the Georgia game at some point.
I had no game over the weekend. I was going back and forth between so many games that were dramatic.
Right. In fact, I think I saw Leslie riding the goalpost down Broadway afterwards, didn't I? Yeah.
I was part of the Vandy students and fans going down Broadway with the goalpost to throw them into the river.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so question for you, Barnes, because you have raised kids.
Yes.
And I don't know if you dealt with this or not. It has come to my attention, it doesn't matter how, but the legitimate sources tell me that Micah, who's 17, he's a senior, that all the kids in his class, like in his friend group, they all have fake IDs.
Oh, it's a thing.
Okay.
That's been going on for years.
Well, I know, but I mean, now probably, like when I was a kid, it was hard to get, right? Because there was no internet. It was hard to get good ones.
Not if you knew me.
You had to have a guy.
It wasn't hard to get.
I wouldn't have even known where to get one when I was a kid. But I have never also cared because
My girls went to Holy Innocents, and it was definitely a theme. They were all around. Now, whether it was kids using their older siblings, or there were some kids that were actually making, and they looked legit good.
Right. Oh, I'm sure they're the right card stock and all that. So anyway, so I'm told that all the kids in his group have these fake IDs, and I'm not really sure how to handle this. Like, do I say my instinct is, hey, dude, sorry, but you're busted. It's illegal. Hand it over. I can't let you have a fake ID. Or is it, look, don't do anything stupid, because he's going to get, if you take it, they're just going to get another one. And also, this being his last year home, I kind of have an overarching policy that I'm living my life right now, which is conflict-free with him. Let's just make this a great year. It's the last year he's living at home. I don't want to cause World War III over things. Did your girls have fake IDs? Did you deal with it at all?
I don't think so. They might have, but they're such good kids that I didn't ever fear that, that they were going to do something. But a boy is different.
See, I think it's worse for a girl.
Well,
I think it's way worse for a girl because a boy.
I didn't, though, to answer your question.
Okay.
Wait, and you haven't even addressed this?
Well, I haven't. I'm just, wondering what the best way to address it is, or should it be addressed? Do I just let it go?
This is his dilemma.
Or do I acknowledge it? I don't know. Leslie, what would you do? What would your advice be?
I would listen. I'm going to say this because I'm not a parent, but how has it been when you've actually sat down with Micah and had like a legit conversation, just to say, "Hey, I know this is out there. If you have one, be responsible," or whatever you want to say. But if you even brought it up, I think you should.
Well, hold on. He's out of town right now, so he's obviously not hearing this. But someone's going to tell him we're talking about it on the air.
They don't listen. They don't listen.
Okay.
But right. So Leslie, that's a great question. How has it been when I brought other things up to him? He's kind of the typical grumpy, surly teen boy who doesn't want. I know. Leave me alone. I know. Yeah, I know. Be careful when you're drinking. I know. Yes. Rolls his eyes at everything I say. So he falls in that category, right?
That's rough.
And we have a great relationship, but like he's a teen. Everything Dad says is stupid, right? So I don't know whether I should address it or not address it. Come down hard, take it away, let him have it.
He's just going to get another one if you take it away.
But this is tough, especially now with AI. It's easy to get them.
I feel like you just have to say your one of your options, which was, dude, okay, set up what could happen if you get caught. This is a major thing. You could go to jail. Like, you might go to jail.
Right, I checked, and in Georgia, it's a misdemeanor using a fake ID.
Oh, it is?
It's a $1,000 fine, up to $1,000 fine, and up to a year in jail. Although I doubt anybody's actually sitting in jail for using a fake ID. But
well, did you think about presenting this to him and then let him make his own decision?
Especially as he's applying for colleges this year. Like, you don't want to get caught with something like this.
Yeah. Do you have $1,000 in the bank?
Right.
Are you prepared if you get in trouble?
Well, and then it also goes down to if there's alcohol. Look, there's only one reason that they buy fake IDs, right? It's either to buy alcohol or to get into a club.
Right.
And obviously, because he has a car, I mean, he knows if there's any alcohol infractions with regards to his car at all, the car goes away.
Yeah.
Like, that's
over.
Just that fake ID or no fake ID. But I'm just not sure how to handle it. Maybe some people out there have dealt with this. What's the best way to approach it?
Yeah, 470-741-4999. That's our number. Jimmy needs your help. But I don't know. I feel like laying it out. That's what my dad would have done that. He would have said, okay, here's what's going to happen.
It's sad now as a parent. You have to worry and use your words wisely with your kids.
Well, but I mean, and is that going to change, like this year of peace you're talking about? Is that really going to change the rest of his life?
So it's not going to change the rest of his life, but that's a great point, because I don't want to then, every argument you have with your teen, you have to weigh, what is this going to mushroom into?
Yes.
Right? What's the return on this, right? Is this going to just make things worse? Is he going to go out and get another one, but be more secretive about stuff?
Does he let you track him on Life 360?
Yes, we do.
He does.
Now, that's funny you say that, because, yes, he's on Life 360, which is the tracking, app. And last week, I noticed that he had disconnected the and it had been disconnected for like a week and a half. So I sent him a text and I said, hey, dude, re-engage your Life 360, please. And he texted me back, oh, sorry, I didn't know it was disconnected. Of course he didn't know.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Of course.
Well, that's a whole different
topic.
That's
a different conversation.
So what should Jimmy do about this alleged possible fake ID? 470-741-4999. We'll be back. Jimmy's hanging out all morning. This is The Morning X, and it is 99X.